Hi, I'm Heather Spence. I'm a marine biologist and composer, and I'm here to tell you the 5 things that we must do to inspire the next generation about sustainability and the environment. So, number 1, go for a sound walk. Go for a sound walk with your kids, and this is really just a chance to turn on your ears. Don't put any headphones on or earbuds, just walk together. And I recommend walking in silence for a little bit and then pausing and talking about what did you hear. And if you want ideas for this, you can go check out some ideas for questions you can ask about the sounds on my website, heatherspence.net. But this really is a way to focus on things that you wouldn't hear unless you were actually focusing on them. And it's a very powerful tool to learn how to listen more deeply, hear things that you wouldn't hear otherwise, and who knows what inspirations you might get out of that. I always learn something new, get a new idea when I try this technique. And it is a great way to discuss with your kids what you're hearing and what does it mean. Number 2, embrace ignorance. And what I mean by that is actually to think about learning as a really something that you do throughout your life. It's not just about what you learn in school or as a kid. It's really learning is something that we continue to do as adults. And it's okay not to know everything. In fact, it's a good thing. And so when we think about science-based approaches to addressing, say, sustainability, a lot of that work that comes into doing that is starting from a place of not knowing and asking questions and learning more. And so working with your kids, asking questions like, hey, I don't know the answer to that. How are we going to find the answer to that? You can go to the library, you can go to a book, you can go to a person who's an expert on that subject. There are a lot of different ways to find out more about a subject, and modeling how you find out something more when you don't know the answer, and that's something that you continue to do as an adult. It's a great example for your kids and something that you're going to have fun doing together. It's something that you can do together to learn together is really, really fun and interesting and useful. Number 3, see the glass as half full. So when I work in marine conservation, and things get, well, they can be very difficult. When you see the corals bleaching and you can see destruction happening, boat runs aground and other issues that we're having in the environment, it can be easy to get a little bit sad, frustrated, angry even. And what's really important is to maintain hope. It's important to see the good parts of what are happening. Because if we focus too much on the bad, then it gets to a point where it's like, what's the use? What does it matter what I'm doing? It does matter. What we do matters. There are so many good things that are still in place in the environment that we need to protect and to help strengthen. And so we need to focus on those things, and that will help guide us to making good decisions. Number 4, create art. So connecting with sustainability in the environment is not just about science. It's also about having an emotional connection. And the arts help us connect emotionally to topics. So do an art project with your kids. Pick a topic that interests you, and whatever art medium you find interesting. It could be storytelling, sculpture, you could write a song together, whatever it is, put on a skit. Find something that resonates with you and make that emotional connection together. And number 5, imagine the future. So what I mean by that is we tend to sometimes talk about humans as having an impact on the environment. Actually, humans are part of the environment. So we don't want to get rid of the impact that humans are having on the environment. We can't do that. Humans will always have an impact on the environment. The question is, what impact do we want to have? And when we are thinking about what impact do we want to have, we need to think about where are we headed? Can we envision what the future will be like? What kind of future do we want? What is the future what do we want the future to smell like, look like, sound like? taste like, feel like? And when we start to answer these questions and we start to really imagine what that future is that we want, then we can start taking the steps to get there. So those are my 5 things. I hope you enjoyed it and really have a great time doing these activities with your kids or your friends' kids or your class. And thanks for listening.